All right, everyone, a good and a happy Thursday. King 5 meteorologist Adam Claybon here with you on a beautiful Thursday that we have seen. The sun has been out, very comfortable temperatures, a kind of a breezy evening ahead, but we'll expect those winds to kind of lessen and lighten as we head on into the night. And all we're really tracking are some warmer temperatures heading on into the day for Friday and also a few more clouds. And you can see those clouds right there across parts of Oregon and beginning to lift northward here into the state of Washington. Shouldn't be a huge deal for us. We'll continue to see those move on through, and a lot of them will be pretty high and thin in nature, meaning they're not going to really keep us from warming up quite a bit more heading into tomorrow's big match. Australia and USA World Cup action here in Seattle, out at Seattle Stadium at noon tomorrow. Temperatures will top off eventually in the lower 80s, but I think during the course of the match itself, we're going to see those start off around more the lower to mid 70s at noon and then get up to around the upper 70s, perhaps the lower 80s by the end of the match. But beautiful day on tap for that. Should be much cooler than that first World Cup match that we had earlier this week on Monday, which was up near the 90-degree mark. And tomorrow, Juneteenth, any other sort of festivities that we might have going on, I think those should be good and great to go. Now we're going to cool down slightly and also for a brief moment on Saturday behind that disturbance, which will head off towards the east. Warm back up a little bit heading on into Father's Day and the first day of summer on Sunday. And then Monday, more of that heat is going to be around upper 80s, perhaps some 90s, Monday and heading into Tuesday. Paulsville, you can see the clear skies that are with us there. And looking at our SchoolNet side here at Granite Falls, kind of more of the same here as we head on into our Thursday evening. Bellingham, lots of sunshine here for the end of the day, and we'll see lots of clear skies here as we get ready to head on into the evening up this way around Port Angeles. Again, our air mass has been a bit more comfortable, and as we look up that way towards Seattle Stadium right there, you can see the clear skies that are hanging with us here in Seattle, and noticing the clouds off to the south too, which are going to be moving their way on in. Temperatures have climbed a little bit today, kind of breezy again, should be around for the next few hours before we do see the sun beginning to set and those winds beginning to lighten as we head on throughout the overnight hours, and lows dropping down eventually into the 50s. All right, so here's radar, and there are actually some showers too, some very light sprinkles with that band of clouds farther to the south. Don't really think we're going to see any of that up this way, as it looks like the moisture is just not going to be there for us to support that type of development into the day for tomorrow. But you'll see here as we head on into the evening that the skies will feature a few of those upper level clouds moving on through and streaming from west to east. We head on into more of the day for tomorrow, kind of keep that around for us as we start off into tomorrow afternoon, 1:30. Still noticing some of those clouds around. Now that's going to be like a cold front. The system moves off to the east, and once we get past that, there will be some additional onshore winds that will come back around. Kind of a reinforcing shot as that comes in from off of the coast, and that's going to help to cool us down as we head on into late Friday night and into the day on Saturday. Some clouds around for early Saturday, but the afternoon starting to clear out nicely for us. Now, all of this really being driven by that weaker disturbance that we have just to our north. You'll see the clouds here coming in from the south, but it's really this disturbance right here that you see spinning its way through parts of British Columbia with little, if any, sort of precipitation with it that will help to bring back a bit more of that onshore push. That'll move off towards the east. We'll get that ridge of high pressure, which is building out over the parts of the northern Pacific and heading out across parts of the Gulf of Alaska, get its way closer to us. And so by Monday and Tuesday, you're seeing that deeper orange and those reds are beginning to kind of find their way here. And that's where you have more ridging or higher pressures here in our atmosphere. And with that, that means we're going to get a lot more sinking air, and that does lead to more of a warm air mass where we're going to see temperatures start to climb back into the upper 80s and perhaps some low 90s too into that point. Still a pretty warm day also heading into Wednesday, but we do cool down afterwards back down into the 70s on Thursday and then the low 70s possibly late next work week into the following weekend. Your lows tonight falling down into the low 50s there in Bremerton, 51 in Bellingham. We'll fall to about 54 in Puyallup and 53 there in Olympia, with highs tomorrow finding their way generally into the 70s for most of us. Central Sound, South Sound, and the Kitsap Peninsula, all those spots will see highs in the 80s. Again, we cool down after that for a brief and a slight moment there, heading on into Saturday before we bounce back again on Sunday, and then we'll see those hot temperatures heading on into the day on Monday and on into the day on Tuesday. So if you have plans, again, on heading out here to Seattle for not only just perhaps heading to the game, but maybe even just any of the watch parties that are going to be around. Going to be warm, but it should be, for the most part, relatively comfortable. Just make sure you have the sunglasses with you. And if you are going to be outside for extended periods of time, yeah, make sure to use the sunscreen and drink some water too so you stay hydrated. Okay, everyone, let's go USA. Have a tremendous Thursday night. We'll talk to you soon.